What's going on, folks? Meet the librarian. Not like any librarian I'm sure you've ever seen before. He's kind of like a sentient librarian. He's quite an interesting son of a bitch. Welcome to Dante. No, this is not Dante's Inferno, albeit I think Noctua likes to make people think that it is. So the shards are 4 for ability strength, 1 for ability cast, or for casting speed, because his casting speed does kind of lack a little bit. And I've got 2 builds that I'm going to show you. Okay, and yes, we will show Noctua as it sits. Actually, I'll show you Noctua right now. It'll make more sense to actually do it this way. So, secondary innervate, even though it's at 30%, believe me, this is highly functional. And the alt fire is nowhere near as slow as the fucking Grimoire, albeit the Grimoire is actually what I run on here, because the alt fire is helpful. Secondary innervate, fire rate, kind of your usual things that you kind of want to run, right? Viral heat, thing already does a shit ton of slash damage. It's just a good time. Noctua is very good. So yeah, there's that, right? But then we're going to go into the build that supports this, which is this. Now, I'm sure there's probably some question marks as to the why of things. Arcane Vitality, because we're already doing a shit ton of heat damage anyway. That's the focus damage for Noctua, at least towards that build. So, you know, getting extra heat procs is good. It's still not a twice thing, but it's whatever. Like, I don't know, man. I get bugged by mods that don't exactly do what the hell they say they're supposed to be doing, and Archon Vitality just doesn't seem to do what the hell it says it does. I'm no expert, so maybe somebody can, you know, correct me if I'm incorrect about that, but yeah. Equilibrium's obvious. Arcane Velocity, because yes, more fire rate. Preparation not needed, but it is helpful when you start out a mission to just immediately start casting a fuck ton of Overguard from the get. Summoner's Wrath is a huge one of point of use what you want. I personally use it because it helps the birds do more damage. Funny enough, because they are a summon, right? Because the birds are cast from the 3 and the 2 to the 4. So they are a summon, and a summon gets 75% more damage. Helps weaken enemies before you even get to them. It's a good time. I mean, the build is pretty obvious as it sits. Arcane Precision is probably the one that you don't actually need. But getting a bunch of extra base damage just by shooting somebody in the fucking face is a good time. And considering Noctua classifies as a secondary, and it has a giant ball of energy, it's kind of like the Archoplasmor. Getting a headshot's not that hard. So, yeah, on a headshot, 300% damage for 18 seconds with secondary weapon. I mean, that's like, if you don't have it, it's fine. Use Arcane Energize, it'll help. If you do have it, use this. So, that's build number 1, that Noctua plus this. Build number 2 is a Nourish build, completely alleviating Noctua and focusing very much on ability casting, albeit the ability strength isn't that much higher. It is just enough, coupled with the range, to really fuck some shit up at normal casual play levels. As you climb in, you know, because, and again, this goes right down to our, you know, Precision Intensify, because this is just the base damage, okay? This is the base modded damage. Precision Intensify is much higher. So, as you do 3-3-4 to throw a bunch of slash procs at people, it when you hit 4, it fucks them up. Just putting it out there. Arcane or Multi-Augmented to give us more damage. Arcane Stead, more damage with the rest of the abilities. I mean, it's going to help the 4 too, but it gives us just overall 60% more, you know, ability strength as we go. So basically more damage. Arcane Steadfast to not plow through our damn energy, and even with that, we have Nourish on here to help with energy regen just in case. And yes, we still have some efficiency on here. You don't really need Streamline. Yeah, I mean, there are so many ways to go about this, but growing power, because we've got Nourish on here, is why that is here. And I mean, like, you could just use the Grimoire instead, and then whatever the hell else you want to. Personally, I have just become more of a fan of just my Speed Noctua build, because it's just really devastating. And I have seen people do way more damage than me, but I like fire rate. Okay, call me crazy. I like fire rate. This just, I like speed. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know why I'm doing it. So basically, we just come over here. I'm like I'm gonna do my best not to pick up any energy orbs. So when you start on a mission, wouldn't it be nice to just go into the mission and just start out with 31,000 Overguard at a very high, you know, rapid speed? So here, let's cast some birds, slash damage these assholes a little bit. Let's cast the books, or the book. These guys are alive for now. Okay, everybody dead. And I picked up energy along the way. You know, because, I don't know, energy equals murder with this. So, I mean, what should we call this? Murder food? Like, hold on. This is murder food. We like murder food. Dante's good. Dante is unbelievably good. And Dante, in my personal opinion, has... Dante and Frost, depending on how you have Frost build, have become the absolute kings of squad support. Because your squad doesn't need health if they have a fuck ton of overguard. You know, they don't really need energy so much, depending on the frame that they're running. If you're just, you know, basically allowing them to kill at will, you know, energy is probably the one thing where somebody like Trinity is a really good squad support. You know, Styanex is another one. But personally, I think Dante and Frost are like the two top, you know, here, I'm giving overguard to everybody near me kind of frames. So, yeah, Dante's really fucking good. So, take either build as you will. They're both very functional, and let me know what you think of them. So, folks, thanks very much for watching. As always, catch you in the next one.